Alright, and we are back to Aegon's Conquest. Now, right after I finished recording the first episode of Aegon's Conquest, a mod came out, another sub-mod, called Aegon's Conquest was released. So I asked you guys if it was all good, if I could just restart a little bit, but maybe make this episode a little bit longer. This one actually has events and things that could happen, and canon children, and everything like that. So pretty hyped for that. We also installed 3 more mods with it, called Cow Game of Thrones, Cow Game of Thrones, and additional buildings and special buildings, I believe was the next mod, and the com patch for Cow Game of Thrones and additional special buildings submod as well. It's part of if you go to Aegon's Conquest in the submod, in the description he recommends those mods. So we're gonna go ahead and play with these mods and check everything out. Moons ago, the full Argolek Durandon sent word to us here at Dragonstone, offering an alliance to create a buffer zone between the lands of those of Harren the Black. The offer would have given me his daughter and heir's hand in marriage, alongside dowry lands at the Blackwater. Not only do I have 2 sisters as wives, but the land he offers he does not even possess, so he has no right to give them in the first place. In response, we offered instead the hand of my bastard brother or his Baratheon to his daughter alongside additional lands within his actual territory. Instead of a decent response, the idiot cut off the hand of our envoy and sent it back to Dragonstone, with the message that these are the only hands you will receive. I've had enough of the squabbling with petty lords and false kings. I am the very blood of the dragon. My house is the last scion of true old Valyria, the only dragon riders left to this world. Yet they underestimate me. No longer. Westeros does not know greatness, I will teach it to them. Ravens will be dispatched across the realm, all shall hear of it from Dorne to the Wall. From now on, Westeros only has one king. Any who dare disobey his declaration will face the dragons of myself, Visenya, and Rhaenys. Lords can bend the knee and retain their lands, and titles are burned. So, we're going to go ahead and take all this stuff. We also have our members as well. Oh, there he is. Nicholas Silvery. And just like before, they're going to be epic conquerors. And Peter. I also made them giants because why not, right? So I'm going to do a chivalry focus. I'm going to focus on... I could research perks, but that'll make me stressed. We're going to go ahead and make Visenya and Rhaenys and Boris, our boys here. Also our dragons. Valerian the Black Dreads. Go ahead and deepen our bond. And Vhagar and Meraxes. Oh, Meraxes and Vhagar. So, I think we're about ready. Do I have any stuff here? Nope. Okay. Let's go ahead and wait for the event here. Oh, let's also pay for station these. And let's also get some mangonels as well. Maybe go tier 2 with them. King's Landing. We have landed at the mouth of the Blackwater Rush. Perfect spot. Argolek the Arrogant and Harren the Black will not be able to decide whose problem we are. There are 3 hills north of the river, a perfect defensive point as well. I shall build a fort upon the high hill, where my sisters deal with our first challenge, the local lords. Rhaenys has taken flight upon Meraxes to Rosby, and Visenya upon Vhagar to Stokeworth. They will bend the knee to me as their king or suffer dragonflame. Our first step. Looks like they joined us. Very good. Pause. Here. Station our mangonels here at High Hill. I will rename them after we have conquered Westeros. Let's go ahead and hit them. I'm able to defeat them in battle. Okay, we wiped that army. We'll be able to wipe out Mainpool. Bonding with... Okay, let's go ahead and feed him raw mutton. I think he liked it last time. And 100%, nice. Alright, Aegon's first test. We have defeated Lord Darkwind and those who stood with him. The area around our landing is secure. I have ordered a collection of their swords to bring me to the high hill. I I have a purpose for them, but now we must choose our next step. We can travel north and deal with Harren the Black, or south to crush Argilac the Arrogant. As we assemble our council as the newly established Aegon fort, my sister wife Visenya proclaims me Aegon, first of his name, King of Westeros, and shield of his people. Let's go ahead and march to Harrenhal. And it looks like I have Crown of the Conqueror. And I can give Visenya, teach the Dragon Lore, of course. I think I can teach, yeah, I can't teach you Dragon Lore. Okay. I can give Rhaenys the Circlet of the Beloved Queen of Rhaenys Targaryen. There we go. She has her crown on, and Visenya, I will give her Circlet of the Dark Sister. Now we have all this stuff here. Very good for us. And we can head to Harrenhal as we speak. Let's go get a little bit more troops. Bonding with Balerion, raw success. Okay, I fed him raw mutton, and he liked it. Good. Alright, we're gonna head over to Harrenhal. Go ahead and save it, because you never know if Harrenhal decides to explode. You never know about these things. And it kills me. Release a small flock of sheep. Wow, that's a lot of money. We'll just let it be for now. Domain holdings. Alright, we have High Hill here. I could construct a Red Keep that costs a little bit of money. Let's go ahead and ransom this guy. Let's just wait here for a bit. Maybe we can, where's his capital? His capital's over there. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Can you move your capital in war time? I don't think you can. That sucks. Well, maybe I have to destroy Harrenhal myself. Let's do it. Naught shall be left but ash and ruin. I did it. Looks like it's still fine. It has a little bit of ruin. Harrenhal itself, maybe not. There's his army there. I don't know if there's a special event for Harrenhal. There might be. Alright, we killed Lord Victorian. Very good. Captured Red Rain. Oh. No, I'm gonna take it. I might capture Red Rain and give it back to the, Yeah, let's take it. Red Rain is the Blood Dark Longsword inlaid with teardrop-shaped rubies. It has belonged to House Drum ever since Hilmar the Cunning took the blade for an armor knight with nothing but his wits and a wooden culture. So he took it. You know what? I'll let him keep it. Just for now. I'll visit Balerion as well. Nice, I've bonded with him. Let's go ahead and attack it. 3 months to siege that? Maybe not. Let's see, maybe after we take Harrenhal, we'll have an event. We ruined the area, but we didn't ruin Harrenhal itself, if you notice. So that's a ruin. It's all ruined, except for Harrenhal itself. Boy stays indoor, would not do us any good. And I reach new heights with Balerion as we write it. Yes. Three years to siege it, though. That sure might take a while. Can we... send to the Citadel. I will use Old Balerion. I'm not smart enough to use that. 3 months. Probably not. We're gonna leave Harrenhal by itself. It's gonna take way too long to siege it anyway. So perhaps Harrenhal. I did the event. Maybe we'll get an event once we win. Feed him some mutton again. Minor siege damage here. Ah, he didn't like the charged sheep. Yeah. Larian, that was a waste of money. Why are you being so picky? That was like straight up 7%. $7 months. Dragon fire it up. I wonder if Riverrun and all them would surrender. $17 How many more should we have? Oh, not that many. Castle Theory. Take it out. Ask my Dragon Keeper for help. Nice. Dragonfire. Negotiate alliance with Driftmark, sure thing. I wonder if they'll create a Kingsguard for us. I wonder. Hold on. Where is he at? Corley's Valarian. Invite to my Kingsguard, please. 50% he'll join, or maybe he won't join. He's refusing marriage, so let's just let that be. Maybe we'll get an event where the Kingsguard gets created. We'll have to find out. 75%. Just because he owns those lands directly? I think it's because he owns those lands directly. Alright, let's go take out the God's Fort. All those are like little towns in Harrenhal and stuff. So with Cow of Game of Thrones, like, we had Seaguard, if you guys remember. Seaguard looks different now. We even have Castamere. Looks different. We have Mines of Castamere here. And I'm trying to think what other buildings they added. If you guys know which other buildings Cow of Game of Thrones adds, let me know so I can look at them. There's their army over there. We could probably start attacking that. We won all the battles with... Okay, 50% with battles? We can definitely attack that. Let's go attack their army here. Wait, speaking of Lord of Seaguard, looks like he escaped there. 100%. Force demands. Ah, okay. There we go. Lord of Harrenhal. Grim Coheres and his family has served me as Dragonstone greatly, master at arms and soldiers in battle. Would serve in any position. Path warrior no longer an obstacle. We should grant Coheres a seat at Harrenhal. This would be better if we kept it for House Targaryen. We'll give it to him because I turned it into ruins. It was incinerated by the Black Dread, and then killed. His son was killed by Daemon of Driftmark. Okay, cool. Well, I still destroyed Harrenhal, but it looks like Harrenhal itself could be restored. Okay, so there was no... Harren defeated. Harren the Black is dead. The Riverlands is now part of my kingdom. I must now look south and wipe out Argilac the Arrogant and claim the Stormlands for Targaryen rule. With Argilac Durrandon only having a daughter and no other survivors of the dynasty, there is a question of how we handle this. There's a suggestion that we set up Stormlander loyal to our houses and permanent to Stormlands. In no Stormlander house except those within proximity to the Aegon fort have declared for me. Okay, we have many decisions to make, but first we must conquer. Let's go crush them. Alright, Lord Tully, or... Oh, and Rhaenys is pregnant. Oh, Visenya is pregnant. All the banners. Alright, he's not even joining us. But Lord Tully is joining us. So we will give it to Lord Tully. Just like that, because Lord Coheres did not end up joining with us. I will give him land. Again, we might have Maegor as our heir for the first time again. So now we're conquering Stormlands here. And we can also create the Red Keep, creating the Aegon Fort. Let's go ahead and rename this from Lush Hills to King's Landing. We'll make it red, Targaryen red. And instead of High Hill, we'll name it, someone in the comments said I should name it the Aegon Fort instead of the Red Keep. I agree with them. That is a really cool, good name. Like, as we go up, it'll be renamed. I thought was a really interesting thing to do. Let's see how Harrenhal wasn't destroyed. I think there is an event to destroy Harrenhal. I guess I just didn't do it. Spin Siltiger has joined me first. He's learned Valyrian for me. So we got Storm King, Argalact, Arrogant here. We're actually going to send Oris here. Maybe they'll duel each other and he'll kill him. Oh no! Oris was killed by Argalact this time. Whoa. Whoa, he was actually killed by... No Baratheons! Well, there's some twist there. Oris the Maelstrom was killed in the single duel. I mean, it was a good 1v1 for both of them. Dang, that's gnarly. Okay, I must endure. Because I'm not leading this fight. Hold on. I'm gonna go for a ride. I'll become athletic. I can't believe Oris was killed. Hey. The Randons. We got him in prison though. Alright, that is interesting that Oris is dead. So in our point of view, okay, it looks like Argalac was incinerated by Balerion the Black Dread this time around. Crocklaw Point. It looks like they all submitted to us. Wow, that is gnarly. I did not expect Oris to die there. The Rock in the Reach now. So now the Durandons will have to rule. Okay, we keep the Durandons. Ours, I mean, it's basically Baratheon still. So yeah, we'll just keep them with us. Dragons, okay. With the fealty of the Crocklaw Lords received after the conquest of the Stormlands and Riverlands, we now must look towards the west. Rumor has it that the King of the Rock and the King of the Reach have assembled a joint force in opposition to my rule. Largest army Westeros has ever seen. They are saying we will need to unite our entire host and all our dragons for the coming battle. We cannot hope to beat them conventionally, but we never planned to. Dragons will win this war. Let us see if the Lannisters and Gardeners meet before they meet their end. Or surrender before they meet their end. Okay, looks like they are not surrendering, but it looks like the Lannisters might not help them. I can't believe Oris died. I'm really sorry for that guy in the comments who was like really hyping up Oris. Alright, looks like they did ally. Okay. Like I said, it's sandbox. We didn't wipe out the Ironborn. Iron Islands is still alive. House Hoary is still alive. We have Lord Tully at the Reach, but we have the Randons here. So let's go ahead and go meet the king in battle. Hold on. Make sure that we're all together in battle. Alright, there we go. Field of Fire, here we go. King Mern has decided to face our armies directly. They have more men than us, but we have dragons. 3 dragons. Our men take strong defensive positions and wait for them to advance. King Mern himself has led the charge against the center of his golden stallion. His son Gawain himself beside him with his banner, great green hand upon a field of white, roaring and screaming, urged on by horns and drums. The Gardeners and allied forces charging through a storm of arrows down onto their foe, sweeping aside the Targaryen spearmen, shattering their ranks. But by then, Aegon and his sisters were in the air. Aegon flew above their ranks and foes upon Balerion through a storm of spears and stones and arrows, swooping down repeatedly to bathe his foes in flame. Rhaenys and Visenya set fires upwind of the enemy and behind them. Dry grasses, stands of wheat went up at once. The wind fanned the flames and blew smoke into the faces of advancing ranks of the enemy. The ranks began to break as walls of fire rose on every side of them. Archers and spears made short work of the burned and burning men, who came staggering from the inferno. The field of fire. The battle was named afterwards. King Mern was among the dead, as well as his sons and his entire kin. Let us march to Highgarden, and Lord Tyrell will hold it now. Warden of the West. It looks like King Loren Lannister ran from the field of fire after seeing what happened. He has now been detained and brought before me. He bends the knee, laying his blade at my feet, before myself and my dragon. In turn, Loren Lannister will be named Lord of Castle Rock and Warden of the West. I order my men to collect his blade alongside all the blades from the battle. They will remain as a symbol. Where is it? They will remain a symbol reminding the lords of this day for centuries to come. Loren the Last. So yeah, it looks like the gardeners all wiped out. Lord Paramount of the Reach. House Gardener reduced to nothing. Our men reached Highgarden, finding it in the hands of his steward, Lord Tyrell. He has opened the gates and bent the knee. The Reach is ours, and we shall soon look to make our next step. But first, we must deal with the Reach's future, and the only clear option is to grant Highgarden and Lord Paramount through the Reach to Lord Tyrell. He is well respected among the many former vassals of House Gardener, and prevents rival claims to the beloved Garth Greenham, causing conflict over the sea for generations. Makes sense. We need to plan our next move. I guess we'll go to Old Town. King Torrhen Stark has finally been able to bring men together. Large northern host. He has managed to task quicker than I imagined. His incursion into the Riverlands mean that I must postpone designs on Old Town and Dorne to deal with the Northmen. We'll travel to the north and meet the King of the North in battle. Let's see how the Stark's snow tries to withstand a dragon flame. Old Town has time. Okay. Let's go take out the north. We're gonna have to march all the way up. Let's head to him. Targaryen readings, 54%. I could do that. Oh, there's Maegor. Maegor. Again, Maegor's our heir. Interesting. I want to trial by combat? Sure. I'll hire a sellsword. May the best man win. There's no one of justice here. Dang. Okay, so hold on. Let's just ransom everybody else. And we're going to go ahead and go with Stalwart Leader. Where are they at? Are you Mr. King of the North? Coming for you. It's over at Moat Cailin right now, I bet. There he is. Well, looks like he surrendered before King Torrhen is killed by Balerion. Okay, looks like he's not the king who knelt anymore. He's coming down to me. When I notice that King Torrhen has already drawn his forces forward, most surprising of all, he's leading their wedge charge himself. Doubtless so brave, I can't help but think that such a distance from his troops is unwise. King Torrhen is killed by Balerion. Oh, look at that. Now his son? Yeah. Son Brandon the X-Font. When? What was that? 14th? Hit Winterfell. need a new Hand of the King. We're gonna have to do that when this war is over. Man, maybe I'll have to burn down Winterfell if these guys keep. Let's head to White Harbor. That's their most profitable section, isn't it? These are dragon, moderate dragon damage. Still has troops coming in. Let's assault their fort and then just destroy his army. Only 53. Man, it is such a crazy how big Winterfell is. I'll probably have to. I won't sing him. I'll sing a song to him. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We're gonna have to deal with that. Attacked by. It's like Cranigman. That war real quick. Some free money. See if I can't kill their next king. Oh, Longclaw. I could take it. I'm not gonna take it. Go ahead and divine the stars. 5%. Let's head this way. Do that. Then head for Winterfell itself. We do have a... I can't believe Ori's died, man. That's such a shame. But so be it. I wonder who the Stormlight out she's gonna marry now. She's marrying nobody right now. Another daughter, or another sister. Eight? Months, let's do extreme dragon damage. This is what Torrhen feared. And he surrendered because of it. Now, this is what's going to actually happen to him. I'm not going to turn it into a rune. I won't do that. But I will burn it. The Balarian got wounded from it. Someone jumped from him and speared Balarian. Dang. Looks like I killed his heir, Roderick of the North. Interesting. Now we'll have another Brandon. Alright, so history's already changing. Only 84%. Wow. How big the North is. It's like playing Hearts of Iron 4 and trying to invade Russia. And I took some prisoners. He's brutally mauled. I also killed his wife. And I imprisoned his sister. Light dragon fire, please. 100%. Looks like the North will bow. One of their armies have been crushed, and now the King of the North bends the knee in shame. He has caused the death of thousands, but now recognizes his failure. His sword shall be taken alongside the blades of the men who fell in the armies. Stark will be named Lord of Winterfell, Lord of the North, as the only able house to hold the loyalty and respect the Northmen. Yeah, because in the lore, I believe the only swords that weren't added to the Iron Throne, at least I could be wrong, were the Stark. Like, the northern swords were never added to the Iron Throne. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure since he allowed him to kneel, he said keep your swords and leave. But I'm not sure. Aegon was really hyped about gathering people's swords, so could be wrong. So this guy, you know what? King Torrhen of the North, I'm gonna rename him so everybody will know that he sent thousands to their death. Okay, I decided to be a little funny here. I named him Brandon the Broken. King Brandon, like his father, did not surrender to the dragon. Instead, thousands died trying to keep the North. Brandon and House Stark was forever wounded. So I thought that sounded cool. So now he is screwed up from the dragon. He's probably gonna die. And now we'll have another brand in the north will take the throne. So now we're gonna head over to the Eyrie. A raven has reached us from the Vale of Arryn. Terms of their surrender with no conflict, no doubt. Our victories have caused large instability to all great houses who are faced. House Arryn are too wise to want that, especially with the boy's regency. As I open the letter, I see portrait attached. It is of the boy's mother, Queen Regent Shira Arryn. Her terms ask for me to take her as my third wife and name her son. I name her son as my heir, as I lack any sons of my own. I do have one son. Ridiculously, they call the woman beautiful despite her being 10 years my senior. 3 of those who claim have yet to see Valerian. If it is unbreakable, I will have to entertain the demands, and I make him my heir. That's funny. No, but I'll send Visenya to the Eyrie. And they surrender. Nice. When Visenya landed in the Eyrie, she found the boy king alone. When his mother, Queen Shara, found him, he was sitting atop Visenya's lap, asking to ride upon Aegon. Shara clearly recognized the situation and surrendered the crowns of House Arryn to Visenya in her fealty to me. Visenya then granted the young Arryn his wish, letting him ride with her on Vhagar 3 times around the summit of the Giant's Lands. We had more pressing matters now. Through Dorne we must hold some radiance to Sunspear to speak to the leader of House Martell. Martell call themselves unbowed, unbent, unbroken. We shall see if they lay claim to any of those titles after we face the dragon. Let's travel southward. A host of Dornish spearmen guarded the Prince's Pass, gateway through the Red Mountains. Rhaenys did not engage them. She flew above the pass, above the red sands and white, to descend upon Vaith to demand its submission, only to find the castle empty and abandoned. In the town beneath the walls, only women and children and old men remained. When asked where the lords had gone, they only could say away. The queen's flight took her to Sunspear, to ancient seat of House Martell, where she found the Prince of Dorne waiting in his abandoned castle. Oh yeah, Mary is dead. She died of old age. I will not fight you, nor will I kneel to you. Dorne has no king. Tell your brother that. I shall. And we will come again, Prince. And the next time we shall come with fire and blood. Nice. Your words, ours are unbowed, unbent, and unbroken. You may burn us, my lady, but you will not bend us, break us, or make us bow. This is Dorne. You are not wanted here. Return at your peril. Thus the queen parted, and Dorne remained unconquered. Rhaenys returns. We travel to Old Town to hear their submission. All goes well, Lord Hightower will bend the knee, and the High Septon will crown me king. Yeah. To Old Town. Old Town submits. Nice. Once we're welcome to the city, High Septon wishes to coronate me, but with an alternate title, the one who was proclaimed at the Aegon fort. I think Dice said we should retain our own gods. Ooh, that's interesting. But I think we're gonna keep our own gods. 3 days later, the stars. We will keep the Faith of the Seven, is what I meant. His High Holiness himself anointed Aegon with the 7 oils, placed a crown upon his head, and proclaimed him Aegon of House Targaryen, first of his name, King of the Andals, to Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the 7 Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Only a handful of lords have been present of Aegon's first coronation at the mouth of the Blackwater. Hundreds were on hand to witness his second. Tens of thousands cheered him afterwards in the streets of Old Town as he rode through the city on Balerian's back. Amongst those at Aegon's second coronation were the maesters and archmaesters of the Citadel. Perhaps for that reason, it was this coronation, rather than the Aegon fort crowning this day, Aegon's Landing, that became fixed as the start of Aegon's reign. Now the throne. Nice, we have converted. We are known as the Conqueror. Conquering the 7 kings with fire and blood. I just wish Orys survived. So be it. Let's head for Dorne. Assist me in melee combat, please. Get ready. The Iron Throne. As the blades... hold on. All the blades that I've collected throughout my conquest have been brought before my mount, Balerian the Black Dread. It's time for my plan to solidify by Dragonflame. Valerian will burn the swords together, twisting and melting them into a throne, made of the thousands of blades of my enemies. It will serve as a reminder to the realm House Targaryen defeated them, all in a matter of years. They will not challenge us again. There have been much question as where I should set up my court. Elected around the Aegon's fort, King's Landing or Ancestral Seat of Dragonstone. Or it's for me to choose. I shall rule from Dragonstone like my ancestors. No, King's Landing will be my capital. Of course. Very good. Grant my rightful liege. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's... okay, it looks like Brandon died. He died of his wounds. Create the Kingdom of the Iron Islands, but I will not. We'll wait for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll be able to, I can actually create the dragon pit there. After the burning of the subject of remembrance by Maegor, completing the reign of King Jaehaerys. Is there a way I can edit that? Be great to set. Aegon Fort, and then I can also create the 7 gates of King's Landing. Alright, so we're going to hold off here. Next episode, now that we have conquered the Iron Throne, next episode we will attack Dorne. And we'll see if... because now I think begins the ultimate sandbox mode for the war here. So we're going to go ahead and start declaring war on Dorne. Thank you all for watching. Peace.